Hi, this is Arthur Carmazzi, best-selling author and currently ranked as one of the world's top 10 thought leaders in organizational culture and leadership. And welcome to the Experts MBA. Today we have with us a super awesome guest here at Avalon in Bali, who is none other than the amazing, the extraordinary, the enlightening, and of course the charming Kerrie Phipps. Say hi, Kerrie.
Thank you so much, Arthur. It is an absolute delight to be here in Bali, and particularly in this gorgeous location. I just think this Avalon retreat is stunning. So I've been taking photos to share with people who want to do retreats here.
Well,
Love
fantastic. Thank you, Kerrie. And of course, Kerrie is an expert, and she is an international expert. And let me just kind of give you a little bit of background on Kerrie, because she's kind of shy about talking about herself, right? Not me. I talk about myself all the time. But, okay, so Kerrie is, first of all, okay, let's look at an expert. Now, you know, sometimes, you know, we're speakers, we're coaches, we're trainers, and you know, we get booked here and there, but Kerrie is booked every week, at least every week, based on what she wants to do, right? So she has, okay, either doing coaching, training, or speaking at least every week. So that in this business would be considered successful. I would assume that you agree. Okay, now on top of that, okay, Kerrie has either authored or co-authored 11 books. Some of us haven't even started on our first one yet, and you know who you are, okay? So you've got to make sure that you got at least that one book out there so you can do all of the really cool things like get noticed and be awesome internationally. But today I'm going to ask Kerrie one very important question that I know is going to be very useful for you, okay? And that is, Kerrie, what would you say has really helped you on your journey to achieving this level of success?
I would say it's definitely growing in confidence, because otherwise we hide away and we miss opportunities. So it's confidence, and particularly confidence to connect, to ask questions, to meet people, because sometimes we see people that are really successful or people that we'd like to work with, but we put them on another level and we belittle ourselves, and then we don't step out and connect.
Okay.
But I think one of the biggest insights that I had years ago was meeting a couple of famous people in Australia, and Sir Richard Branson, who your whole audience I think would know. And
he's the guy with the, you know, long blonde hair and the kind of scraggly kind of thing that
Virgin Airlines and
does a whole bunch of really cool, crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
So meeting him and these other celebrities, famous people, I realised in a very authentic conversation, they're people.
Really? Oh my God!
I know. It's like I can just have a conversation with someone if we're respectful, especially if we acknowledge them for maybe the efforts they've put in or the speech they've just made. To acknowledge their efforts, to express gratitude, maybe ask a question. They're really happy to engage. People want to connect with authentic people. And I think sometimes we can be so caught up in our own nervousness that we forget to be ourselves.
Yeah.
So
I hate it when that
becoming
happens.
confident to be myself and to connect with people has opened a world of opportunity.
And you know, we were actually talking earlier, okay? We were having lunch and we were talking about the concept of introvert and extrovert. And Kerrie totally agrees with me, okay? I know that there's a lot of you that still kind of are not really that, you know, don't agree with me 100% on this.
Clinging to.
Yeah, are clinging to the idea that there is no such thing as an introvert. There are situations where you become introverted in certain environments and situations where you become extroverted in certain environments. But you're not like an introvert or an extrovert, right? Okay, that's not the way that it is, right? So you are both an introvert and an extrovert. It just depends on your environment. So never, ever use the excuse, oh, but I'm an introvert. Okay, I can't do that. Okay, because it's not true. Okay, anyway.
Because there's so many possibilities beyond that limitation.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay. Don't continue. What else? What is it? So that's it. What else have you, has helped you to really, be awesome?
Well, just along with the connecting and being confident, it's talking to strangers, not just talking to people where, maybe we've connected on Facebook through a friend or maybe we've been introduced, but complete random strangers.
Talking to strangers. You know what that reminds me of,
Yeah.
Kerrie? It reminds me of this book. Oh my gosh. Kerrie's new book, Do Talk to Strangers. It is super awesome. I haven't read it yet, but I'm going to because this is super awesome.
And there's pictures, so it's not like, while it looks thick, it's not daunting because look how beautifully.
Well, they can't see it. See, the camera's over there.
No, I'm showing you
you're
first.
showing
I'm
me.
you
Oh, all
first
right,
so I
okay.
can see
But I
what
already saw it.
because I want to show you. Okay,
See?
so activities.
Look, see, activities. Okay, it's got cool stuff in
And,
there.
and some beautiful artwork, which leads me to answer your question.
Oh,
Venice.
nice. Look at
Venice,
that.
look at-
Okay,
there we
Venice.
go.
Wow.
By artist David Hooper. So the other thing that has really helped, and I know this because people in India who've reached out, other countries, I said, what was it that drew you to me? Why are we connecting here on LinkedIn? And they've said, it's your branding. You have beautiful branding. So my big piece of advice, besides connecting confidently, would be work with a designer who brings out the best in you. And as my designer says, he tells the truth attractively.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a really great marketing pitch.
Yeah. Because I want to be represented honestly and authentically.
Of course.
But he just has beautiful ideas.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Great.
So he's done my logos and layout and design and photography. He did the photos and we've done some videos and just beautiful work and being able to ask, because I just feel like I don't have a clue when it comes to, does this look right? Do these colours work? I can say, I think I like it, but to actually have a professional say, what about this, and just bring it together beautifully makes a lot of difference. Yeah, so I'm very grateful for all of Nathan's work.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Okay, so is there any, final words that you want to, endow on our audience about how they can, basically be more successful? And actually, before we get to that, can I just do something?
Yeah.
Okay, because talking about branding and all of this stuff, and I just want to acknowledge, hey, Barry, come here for a moment, come here, and Mario, come here for a moment, okay? Just come here, okay? Now, right now, okay, we've got a couple of our guys on vacation. But, I just want to show, look in the camera, okay? See these two guys? Okay, come here. Okay, so these two guys, this is Ferry. Ferry does all of the infographics and, you guys know, a lot of our cartoons and everything else, so he does those. Mario also does a lot of the cartoons and the books, and Mario's doing all the videos, and these guys are brilliant. I mean, talk about branding. These are the guys, thanks. Okay, these are the guys that actually make me look good. So thank you guys. Okay, say hi.
Okay. Hi.
All right. Okay. All right. So now, okay, Kerrie. Now go ahead and tell us more.
That's beautiful. I think it's just so great to acknowledge your team.
It is.
I think sometimes you
Because they're
feel
awesome.
like-
they make me look good.
Yeah, and sometimes you can feel the pressure on that it's all about you, and it's not. It's a team, and it's about the audience too.
Mm-hmm.
So back to your question. As soon as you started asking that, I just thought, back yourself. You've got to believe in yourself and just put yourself out there and have a go. And be okay.
Then what happens if people, that's an easy thing to say. There are people out there that just, have difficulty to really just take that extra step, you know?
Yeah. Well, let's start with a little step. What's one brave thing that you can do this week? Maybe it's, walking along a street and just acknowledging somebody's garden or their shop front, but just something that might be a little bit uncomfortable. Do the little uncomfortable things first and then grow into bigger things. But to believe in yourself, I think it really helps to have people around you who believe in you.
Oh, absolutely.
Because there's been so many times I've doubted myself, I've disqualified myself, and I just need feedback from people who believe in me because they see things I don't see.
Yeah.
And they say, but you're great at this and this. And I'm like, really? And they might tell me a moment where I made a difference in their life. And I go, oh, okay, I forgot that. Or I didn't think it was important.
Yeah,
because what's natural for us, that is our expertise that we can bring to the world, we often don't recognise the value of it because it's a bit ordinary to us. We're a bit bored with it.
It is.
Yeah.
Because it's like normal stuff, right?
Oh, wow, that's really helpful.
Yeah, I've been living and breathing, for example, directive communication psychology and colored brain for, since 2001, all right? Since we started, the development and research.
Yeah.
And I mean, people come up to me and say, oh my gosh, I I just always thought there was something wrong with me after they learned their brain color, and it's like, I just thought there was something wrong with me,
Yeah.
right? And because, and now I understand that, like, oh, this is like a normal process, and there's nothing wrong with me, and if I just, work on, use this strength that I have, that, I'm actually going to be even better, and people are trying to be, be what they think they should be sometimes, rather than what they really are, and just, helping them with that little idea of helping them to understand that their process of actually interpreting and doing things is right because it's their process.
Yes, absolutely.
And so this is, and in general is a lesson from a perspective of be true to yourself.
Yes, absolutely.
Because, there is awesomeness in everything you do.
Amen to that.
All right. Awesome.
Be you, because you're awesome.
Okay. Well, anything else you want to add?
Oh, just a big thank you for this beautiful day, and thank you to Gil Peterson for connecting us.
Yeah. So if you're watching out there, Gil, then, thank you very much for connecting Kerrie and I. All right. Okay.
Lovely. Thank you, friends.
So with that, this is Arthur Carmazzi and
Kerrie Phipps.
Wishing you
don't talk to strangers.
Great success. There you go.
Don't talk to
Okay.
strangers and be successful. Bye.
All right.